Alright guys, so in today's video, tips for beginners. So for the first starting tip, what you want to do is when you spawn in, you'll go at your garden. You click on seeds, talk to Sam, and buy 2 carrots. Alright, and once you've bought 2 carrots, you should have $0. I don't know why I've got 50. And then you just want to place them down. They grow really fast, so you can just wait. Because, yeah, see, growing very fast. So how you sell things, that's what I'm going to do. I can sell my carrots here. So if you want to sell one thing, you can click this. If you want to see how much it's worth, click number 3. And I want to sell my inventory, you can click on that, and then it sells your full inventory. I just got 49 bucks. And yeah, that's the first tip. Once you have 600 or more, you want to buy as many orange tulips as you can, because a lot of them are worth like 1,000 and you buy them for around like 600. So very good to buy them, just really show you. You wait for them to grow. They don't take very long either. Oh, I just got a lucky harvest here. That's another thing. Sometimes if you collect fruits, you can get a lucky harvest, which gives you a seed. I'm just going to plant this. Now if I go to sell... Sorry. I just got 18,000. Alright, on to the next tip. Alright guys, for the next tip, all you're going to want to do is you want to go to shop. I've already taken my free reward, but you can either get free 50 or $100, or you can get a free watering can, which is really useful for the start. Yeah, on to the next tip. Alright guys, so the next tip is always buy, well not always, but you want to focus early and late on multi-harvest plants. Like for starters, you could buy tomatoes, strawberries, blueberries, like I have here. The next tip is also, if you see a golden fruit, it will... Oh yeah, if you see a fruit that looks gold and it's like sparkly, that means you have gotten a gold mutation, which is 20 times the amount of how much it sells for. I just got 221, and now if I sell just like a normal one, this one is pretty a bit bigger than that last one, but it's fine. I sell a normal one, it's only $14, so it's a lot more. So guys, also another tip is if you go to gear shop and you go to, instead of just show me gear, you can do daily quests, and they're really good because you can get a seed pack and you do all 3. Now for beginners, obviously you can't just have harvest 3 dragon fruits, but if you think they're doable, like these 2 are doable for me right now, since I have strawberries and I can buy carrots. So if all 3 of them you think are doable for a beginner, right, your level, then definitely do them, because seed packs can help you a lot as a beginner. Okay, another tip is that obviously like some plants can be bigger than others. Now there's not a certain multiplier for the kgs, so I can't really tell you, but see, like the bigger ones are always worth more than the smaller ones. As you can see, like the last one in one of the earlier tips was only like 14, that was 114, so that was a lot more. So plants, other fruits on plants can be a lot bigger or just a little bit bigger. Alright, for the next tip, when it is like, if you see any like rainy or like thunder or nighttime, or even if the nighttime is like red, those are events and they give your fruits mutations. Such as like, I have a bloodlit, which is from when like nighttime, but when the sky's like red, it's called like a blood moon. And then chilled is when just looks, everything's freezing basically, it'll look like that, and the sky will turn grey. With these mutations, they actually give you boosts. Chilled is 2 times. I don't actually know how much bloodlit is, but if I just sell this, $391. But it gives more than like a normal piece of corn. If you've done everything I've said so far, eventually if you collect your stuff and then sell it for enough times, you should have around $50,000, like how I have. And then you can buy a common egg, which is really useful because any of the pets in there. I would more rather the dog rather than the bunny at the end. Dog ability is just better. Every so often it digs up a seed for you, a random seed. So it could be a good seed or it could just be like a carrot seed or something. It's more likely to get a bad seed, but still, even if you get like a tomato, that's very useful for beginners. Especially if you get something really good too. You could get something really good. I'm pretty sure from a dog, from the common egg, I got a grape seed, which is a divine, which is not beginner at all. So I'm not going to be talking about that in this video. Also, for another tip is, so I just got my dog. Right now it's every 59 seconds. It's a 5.10% chance to dig up a random seed. I could just try it right now. Didn't get anything. Age, the older they are, the better they are. When it was at age 1, when I first got it, it was like every 60 seconds. So it's not that much better at age 2. Also, if they're like here on hunger, for example, and you feed them, I think their age goes up a little faster. And also, if they're bigger, then their abilities are better. Alright, so the next tip. If you see an event like rain, for example, plus 50% grow speed, higher wet fruit chance, the wet is a mutation, so you can get mutations from this. Alright, so the thunder, it makes your plants have the shocked mutation, which is 50x. And then there is blood moon, which is basically the same as normal moon. It's just your plants turn bloodlit instead of moonlit. And then there is frost, which gives you the chilled or the frozen mutation. Already just showed you the rain, which gives you the wet mutation. And the rest are admin mutations that beginners probably don't know about, so I'm not going to talk about them. For this last tip is, when you're beginning, probably don't buy strawberries. I know that I brought these, but it was just to show that you buy multi-harvests. Like blueberries, start off with just carrots, and then like blueberries, corn, tomatoes, they're a lot better. You don't really need strawberries. You could buy like 1 or 2, but really you don't really need them, so yeah. Okay guys, so I'm just squeezing this tip in, since when I recorded the video it was before this event. So what you want to do is, when it says you got a pollinated fruit, you want to give it to this guy, and then make honey. Once you get the honey, talk to the queen bee, just do I want to trade honey, and then these are always in stock and you'll have 10, so you just buy one. Let's see, I have more than one so I can buy. But anyway, that was the last tip. I hope you enjoyed this video and these tips helped you. Bye bye!